Hello Alpha Circle! A lot happened since our last video devlog. Alpha.13 brings two main items on top of polishing. First, timeline-wise. We are on track with our first desktop build with Steam integration. I'll quickly demonstrate this, and as planned, it's ready before the end of Q3. So here we are, Steam client is running. My nickname here is Lupico, like this little guy, former plush of my son, now Lucky Charm when I work. I pull in Blackthorn Winter's window, the .exe file is in the folder. It starts on the main screen, so I'll quickly pull the window into the Full HD screen here. There we go. First hint of the integration. Enjoy this new parallax opening sequence. Play online. The name has been obtained via the API. Now F12, that takes a screenshot, and Shift Tab brings the Steam overlay. I see that it's Lupico playing Space War. So why Space War? Well, Space War, it's app ID 480, which is the development sandbox app ID of Steam. As long as we haven't published the Steam page, we can't use our app ID, but this proves the connectivity is okay. So Lupico was playing Space Wars, and we can have achievements. So I suppose we already have a decent Steam integration here. If I now close Steam, it's still possible to play the game. We'll just have a warning telling us that we're not operating with the Steamworks API, and we can still play, still enjoy the game, but we missed some features. Failed to initialize, still play the game. We access the game. Oh, this is beautiful. Our artist really did a splendid job here. So, play online. I'm now Vivid Dino. Totally random name. I can create my server, but I can't use this feature. Like, I can invite a player from Steam to join my game. That's in the pipeline, but here we just have the backup plan, which is matchmaking server and creating our own server. So that was one of the two items. Now, feature-wise. Before we move into the feature, a quick reminder. We have Vesna on one side and Morena on the other side. One is the goddess of spring, and she is held captive by the other one, goddess of winter. The game unfolds, and it tells the story that led these two characters to clash, and the resulting events unfold. Let's review the gameplay and the main loop, and see how the extended loop is now added onto this. So we know that a run starts with a new game. We have to battle monsters, collect rewards, meet a guardian, a boss at the end of the floor. When we overcome him, we move on to the next floor. And we repeat this until we meet the guardian of the third floor. So in order, we have the architect in the plains. So here is the architect. Don't mind her animations, we're working on them at the moment. Then we have Kikimora, the Spider Queen, in the dungeon. Here's Kikimora, Spider Queen, no animations yet, working on it. Enjoy the wrath of Jarovic, massive AoE damage. And as we move on to the third floor, which appears to be the final floor, we meet Zmija, the snake. So here's Zmija, the snake, soon to be animated as well. Slavic folklore intends him to be the guardian of the Mirror Palace, where Morena, in our story, is said to be, waiting for the final showdown. So poor Zmija, snake, is a little brain dead right now because we're working on his animations, on his artificial intelligence. So his limitations are making this fight absolutely not interesting. Provided that you've enabled the cheat mode, as I've shown, you can simply strike the key Y in order to skip the fight. This leads us to this new glorious UI, which is actually the hut of Baba Yaga. You can see it's a little derelict, but it also shows that it comes from a place that is away from time and space. She's everywhere and nowhere at the same time. That was the marketing pitch of Baba Yaga. This glass container reminds a little bit of Diablo showing the mana. It's a little the same here. Instead of stacking gold, here we are stacking essence. And fortunately, I have enough essence to cast the ritual and open a portal. Essence gathered. Suffices now. Shall I unseal the way? To the Mirror Palace you shall go, meet your fate, Morena to slay. Yeah, we need to polish that one, but what we need here is the sequence rather than the polishing. Sequence first. So, off to Morena. Yes, let's cast the portal. Another glorious hand-painted pixel art from our artist. And here we are in the 4th level, 4th floor. So this is the extension of the regular loop. There is only one option here, meet Morena. So Morena suffers the same disability as the snake and the other bosses. They need animations and so forth. But this shows you that we've been working hard to deliver something that's visually quite intriguing. This is the Mirror Palace, a place of winter and where the elements don't seem to follow Newtonian physics. 4 pillars to destroy. There you go. You two up there. And then you have to confront Morena. Right now, I strike letter Y in order to skip this. Sequence again rather than polishing. We beat Morena, but since it is an early access version, we are not going to disclose the final twist of the story. Let no spring unfurl its petals, grace the world anew, while winter finds solace in rest. You can guess why I'm a developer and not a vlogger. So, quick outro. What matters here is that we want to show you the artwork that's been done. The ritual of spring is happening all through the kingdom. The soil awakens and the village illustrates the return to life. Thank you for playing. Stay tuned, there'll be more. And here again, parallax opening sequence to the main menu. Here we are. So, before I wish you a very good weekend, I want to thank everybody. You for your time watching. Thank you for your dedication following the project and testing the releases as they come. I also want to thank the team because around now, the 15th of September, that's a little more than a year we've been working on this. 100% remote, Serbia, UK, folks in Belgium. Never shook hands, or maybe once with Dylan. So it hasn't been easy for people to never have physical colleagues, and yet here we are a year later with a product almost in beta. So I hope you also enjoy the fact that behind me, I've turned on a computer to pretend someone's working behind me. It's a 100% remote team. So I hope you enjoy this attempt at making myself look bigger than I am. On top of that, quick reminder about cheating. Please cheat, otherwise the testing is irrelevant. Let me show you. So right now we still have 2 ways of accessing the debug/cheat menu. First is from the main menu screen. Options directly lead here. In a version to come, we'll have a separate option menu for sound effects, volume, music, mouse sensitivity, and so on, and a separate menu. Right now it's still here. What I suggest, local skip intro. You've seen it once, skip it then. If you just want to test, it's better for your mental health. No first battle, no need. Starting floor. Here you say from which floor you want to start. By default 0, the planes. Then click to go to dungeon, then deep dungeon, and if you really feel like it, go to the Mirror Palace. Then the kind of encounter, either leave it regular and you encounter the first type of monster that the game has generated for you on that floor, or ask for a guardian if you want to have the boss of that floor, beat him, and then test the logic to move on to the next floor, collecting essence in the process. Dev floors, dev maps, maybe if you feel like starting map floor seed, that doesn't really, that's really for internal testing. Play with it if you like, but it's irrelevant. Dev cheat mode, please do use it, as well as infinite ammo and resource, so there is no resource check prior to casting a spell, and you have infinite orbs unless you want to test the defeat screen and defeat sequence. Reveal floor, it's to show what's the tabletop view keeping in stores for you. That's useful to know where to navigate. P1 spell, take something like Barrage or Shatter. These are great spells to test the game. Second spell, Sure Shot, is also great. It's this shooting of little arrows. You can also take the Shield Wall or Armageddon. Yeah, Armageddon is good. One that's very graphic as well is Jarovic. Echoes of Jarovic. It's like a massive AoE damage area of effect that affects everything on the screen using a 300% multiplier of your base damage plus bonuses to everything within sight. That's what I used against Kikimora, against the Architect, against Zmija, and also against the Pillars of Morena. So here we are, local skip intro on, so that I don't have to go through the whole intro. Let me be the... oh yeah, Babushka. There we go. Here I chose Guardian from the second floor. Letter Y struck on the keyboard makes me win. I can test the basic victory or access to the last floor. Here we are. Reveal floor. I can see all the tiles. Fight Morena. Win the game. End sequence. There you go. And just observe. There's a little touch of Asterix and Obelix made by our skilled artist. Celtic Village, splendid, amazing. Thank you so much for watching till the end. I wish you a very good weekend. Please share your feedback. We are very close to the early access release, so now's the time. Get on board. Thank you guys. Until next time.